Hello everybody, day 5 or video 5 I should say. I hope everyone's doing well and staying healthy, and hope everything in your circle, in your world is going well, and that you're staying connected to as many people as you can in your family circle and in your friend circle. So probably about 30 minutes ago it was sunny, and now it's not sunny anymore. So I hope everyone had a chance to get outside and enjoy the weather. I can tell you that today, what came up for me today was I was out in the morning doing some shopping and getting some food, and I could just notice the tension in the air with other shoppers, some anxiety, and so there's a lot of that going on. So that really came up for me today. And so with that said, I did some mindful walking in the park, and did some meditation as well, about 15 minutes worth, and came away feeling a little bit better today. So I want to get this quick post out, and I wanted to do some basic mindfulness work right now, and it's very simple. So all you need really is, at this point, are 3 raisins. So I have what I think are raisins, or maybe they're cranberries, so I'm not sure what they are, but 3 of anything. So 3 almonds, 3 grapes, 3 pieces of apple. It could be anything. So you can stop the video at any point and go get those items, and you can follow along with me as well. So we're going to do this simple practice right now. So once you have the 3 pieces of food in your hand or on your table, I want you to pick one up. So I'm picking up 1 raisin here right now, and all I want you to do in this moment in time is I want you just to feel the texture. Resist the urge to eat it right away, but feel the texture, look at it, and look at it in a way perhaps that you've never seen this before. This is the first time you've seen a raisin, or whatever piece of food you have. So you're looking at it, you're feeling the texture. Perhaps you're anticipating what it might taste like, or anticipate you putting it in your mouth and chewing it and swallowing it, and then moving on to the next one. So take some time, you can smell it, you can perhaps taste it. So right now, all you want to do is just think about putting it in your mouth, chewing it, and then eventually swallowing it. So just slowly put it in and chew it. Take some time. And so what we'll do is at number 2 and number 3 you'll do on your own. Again, taking time. No rush. Sorry, I rushed a little bit because we're in the video here. But basically, you can do this anytime, anywhere. So practice this with your friends. You can do this with family members, grandparents. You can do it, of course, with little children as well. Is take 3 pieces of food and slowly together examine it, taste it, feel the texture, and just mindfully start eating. And so you'll start to discover that you really slow down and you take some time understanding what you're doing in that moment. And so that's the essence of mindfulness, knowing what you're doing, why you're doing it, and knowing how you feel when you're doing it, what comes up for you mentally, your thoughts, your emotions. So that's a very simple exercise to start with in terms of mindfulness, the mindfulness practice. So this actually comes from, in this book, actually this exercise comes from Jon Kabat-Zinn, Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction. And when I attended a workshop on this Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction, that's one of the first things they had us do, was just feel the texture of raisins and take some time exploring what a raisin feels like and tastes like and so on. So this book is called Full Catastrophe Living by Jon Kabat-Zinn. It's a great book. I recommend it. You can get it anywhere. And so what I want to do is just quickly share with you Jon Kabat-Zinn and his definition of mindfulness. Quote, as the awareness that arises by paying attention on purpose in the present moment and non-judgmentally. So again, Jon Kabat-Zinn defines mindfulness as the awareness that arises by paying attention on purpose in the present moment and non-judgmentally, which you're not judging yourself and you're not judging others. So it's very important that you start to recognize and take those steps and understand that you can stop at any point in time and become mindful, of course. And so this becomes sort of this way of living, and it takes many, many years. But I noticed today when I was in the shop and then when I was driving, I was actually tensing up and I could feel I was holding my breath. And I think many people do this, where they hold their breath. And now I'm starting to notice when I hold my breath, because that creates tension then in my body. So then I start to feel it. And you might feel it somewhere. You might feel it in your neck. You might feel it in your stomach, your legs, your hips, your back. And we carry that tension with us. So the whole idea of mindfulness is just letting go and less being in the moment and being aware of the present moment and not judging, but just being aware of our emotions, our thoughts, our feelings, our physical sensations, as we discussed earlier in previous videos. So back to Jon Kabat-Zinn. I love this passage, and I just want to quickly read this to you, and then you can get on with your 3 raisin practice. So Jon Kabat-Zinn says in his book here, in the beginning of his book, The Practice of Mindfulness, he goes on to say, when you begin paying attention to what your mind is doing, you will probably find that there is a great deal of mental and emotional activity going on beneath the surface. These incessant thoughts and feelings can drain a lot of your energy. They can be obstacles to experiencing even brief moments of stillness and contentment. When the mind is dominated by dissatisfaction and unawareness, which is much more often than most of us are willing to admit, it is difficult to feel calm or relaxed. Instead, we are likely to feel fragmented and driven. We will think that this and that, we want this and that. Often the this and the that are in conflict. This mind state can severely affect our ability to do anything or even to see situations clearly. In such moments, we may not know what we are thinking, feeling, or doing. What is worse, we probably won't know that we don't know. We may think we know what we are thinking and feeling and doing and what is happening, but it is an incomplete knowing at best. In reality, we are being driven by our likes and dislikes, totally unaware of the tyranny of our own thoughts and the self-destructive behaviors they often result in. Socrates was famous in Athens for saying, "Know thyself." It is said that one of his students said to him, "Socrates, you go around saying know thyself, but do you know yourself?" Socrates was said to have replied, "No, but I understand something about this not knowing." As you embark upon your practice of mindfulness meditation, you will come to know something for yourself about your own not knowing. It is not that mindfulness is the answer to all life's problems. Rather, it is that all life's problems can be seen more clearly through the lens of a clear mind. Just being aware of the mind that thinks it knows all the time is a major step toward learning how to see through your opinions and perceive things as they actually are. So I hope everyone has a great evening. I'll see everyone tomorrow morning. And stay healthy, and take some time for yourself, and be kind to yourself and to be kind to others. Okay, namaste. Thank you.